Oh yeah.
Is that good enough, you think?
That was awesome.
Clapping's louder, but what's up, dude?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm in a good mood. I've been day drinking.
Good, man. It's so funny to be behind the scenes on our own podcast. We were just like talking about how miserable our lives.
Yeah, how miserable.
I sit down, you're like, pretty good, man.
Dude, I was in the kitchen counter and I saw you come in and I didn't even.
Yeah, I just heard like breathing in the kitchen and I was like, I text you, I'm downstairs. And I was like, is there...
on the top of your head.
I thought you had like headphones on and you were just gonna start beating the shit out of me when I walked in.
No. I was like, did Carney come home early? Yeah,
that's kind of what I figured you thought I was, because I just walked in.
Yeah, but
which was rude.
But it's so funny that like I was in such a bad mood. Well, I was in a great mood all day.
Yeah.
And then
I
for
was
like
the complete opposite.
But that's how long it takes to fucking switch.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you now.
Good to see you too, man. Dude, we were talking before about like miserable things. And last night I ate an edible to go to sleep. And my problem with weed is every time I'm high, I think the worst things about like anything that I'm passionate about. And I was just laying in bed last night being like, we're doing a podcast, dude. What the fuck? I was so ashamed of myself. I was just laying in bed like, who the fuck?
Who gives a
who cares,
fucking
dude?
Shit?
What are we doing? But then you get up here,
dude.
And
I agree with you so much.
Yeah, we don't want to do this, dude.
How pathetic it is. And I think about all the people who like think I'm weird or I don't know, who don't like me.
Right, that's all I'm imagining is like the people just sending.
I'm
it to their
assuming like
friends.
all 10 of our subscribers are just people that like.
I assume they're all my ex-girlfriends. Like, look what he's up to
look
now.
Look at this idiot. Look at this moron.
He's really taken off. 7 views.
He does a podcast for his mental health.
Yeah. There's beer cans every episode.
We gotta do an MTV Cribs with the studio.
Yeah. Oh, we do gotta do that. I mean, you can we're not hiding a lot. There's just garbage on the ground, I guess. But other than that, you're pretty much seeing it.
Yeah, like all I do is go to work, get fired, go to karate, get drunk, and do a podcast. Go to an open mic and be like, bad. I didn't write any jokes. Why don't you like me?
Yeah. Yo, that is so true. It is so true to put in no effort and go to the open mic and you just talk, and then I'll drive home like why didn't that work? And they're like, because you didn't say anything.
The only time I'll try is if the person before me does really good.
Yeah.
Because anyone who's watching is going to keep watching.
Right.
Hopefully.
Like at the open mic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also it's like, okay, now I can actually see if I'm actually any good.
Yeah. Although sometimes I think it's harder to follow somebody that sucked because people are just bummed. Like they're just like, oh, this is what it is. But then if at open mics, if you know what you're doing at all, it's like eases the tension.
Oh, yeah. I can stretch 2 jokes.
Yeah.
At certain open mics.
Right, yeah.
I can do 2 jokes that night and then stretch it for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually gets annoying because I'll write down like a bunch of jokes and then there's like jokes that I've just never done and I'll forget about because I'm just like, I didn't have time to do it. But anyways, shit, I had something to say about... Yeah. Oh, I was going to say whenever I see like the amount of views that we have, I just assume... It's people from my past.
Yeah. And we promote absolutely zero.
Yeah. Oh, I got to start doing that.
Yeah,
dude.
I got to start clipping too. Well, apparently you can't even sign into the YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I can still clip it from just going on YouTube.
Really? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Just screen.
Yeah, we promote it absolutely, but I don't even like. It just seems weird.
Yeah, I kind of like it like this too.
I don't even like posting.
I like just yelling into the void, dude.
Yeah.
And
it seems
I like this to be like our secret little thing that eventually people are like, oh, they've had a podcast for 2 years, and they're like, yeah, we actually have a bunch
I like keeping everything that I do in my life a secret from people.
Yeah, dude, we've talked about this before. Nobody at my job knows that I do stand-up. My boss does. I had to spill the beans because I had to go to a show.
Yeah, dude, the only reason people know anything about me is because I'm not a bigger fan of football.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If you don't have a fantasy team, people are going to have to learn about you.
I love football. Well, let me correct that. I love the Buffalo Bills because I do love football, but I can't watch, like, I don't just watch football all Sunday. If the Bills aren't on, I'll watch like one game and just be on my phone. But I tried to play fantasy one year with my roommate. Told him I didn't want to do it, and then every week he'd be like, "Oh, did you set your line?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't want to do that. I'm not doing homework." Like he's like, "You're playing this guy." I'm like, "I don't know. I don't care who that is.
This is stupid."
Yeah, and then I just lost like all the time. And one week I like my entire
team. Imagine a fantasy draft for Game of Thrones to see who lives or dies.
Yeah, dude, it's just
to just set your alarm.
It's just as dumb. And and I just remember every week being so annoyed because he would like text me. He was like my teacher reminding me to do my homework, and I was just like, I told you I didn't want to do this.
Yeah, because you're probably his only friend.
Yeah, well, that was the problem. Is like I've told you this before. I lived with him, and like I needed a place to stay, and he needed a best friend. And
isn't that what happened with us?
No, dude. We were friends.
We both needed a place to stay, and we just
needed a best friend.
Comedy together. Yeah.
No, this was different because I moved in and I would come home and go straight to my room to take a nap, and I had like a dope room. I had like a couch in there and shit.
Yeah.
So it was like a little living room, and I would be in my room and he would just come in and sit on the couch and be like, "How's work?" And I'm like, "Bro, what are we doing?"
I am about to jerk off.
Yeah, like
get the fuck out.
And there was no lock on the door. I'm like, "How did you know I wasn't jerking off?" You know, like I hate that shit, dude.
Oh, dude.
No privacy anywhere I go.
I would never go into anyone I live with's room.
No, dude. I was thinking about this too, like having a girlfriend at 30. I'm about to be 33. Fuck. But having a girlfriend at 32 that you live with is so funny because you tell people and they're like, "Oh, wow, that's great." And if you're like, "I'm 32, I have a roommate in a 1-bedroom apartment," they're like, "Oh my god, dude." Well, that's really like if she wasn't there, I would be bunking with my boys.
Oh,
like, just sharing a room.
Oh, really?
That's all I can afford.
You have a spacious place.
No, we have
1 bedroom.
No, we have a 2-bedroom. But it's funny,
better for the joke. Yeah, just derailed.
No, it's fine. I mean, my room is just a closet at this point because all her shit is.
When I lived on Gregory Street, it was me. I was hanging out with these. They're two hippie guys, wooks.
Yeah.
So there are 3 rooms. The awesome penthouse loft room.
Yes, the penthouse.
And it was like up. So you go up the stairs. And there's only stairs. And there's like the living room.
There wasn't an elevator up to the penthouse.
No. The next
it's funny because I know the apartment you're talking about.
The one on Gregory Street from a long time ago?
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah, where you got yelled at for smoking, right? Was that the same apartment?
I don't even remember. Oh. No, this one was nice. The one on Alexander Street.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. The other,
where the cat infested.
Yeah.
Where the cops came at my birthday party.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Sorry,
that's next episode.
Yeah,
but so there's the awesome like penthouse. It was the only floor. It was like this dude's bedroom.
Yeah,
and then there was the beautiful room with this awesome like window. And,
that
like,
wasn't yours either. No, taking it.
And then there was the shitty closet that was. That the only window was to just like a drop, like there's nothing there. It's just like you look out and you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I could just fall in there and die."
Oh, damn, dude!
Because the house was like built around this weird. There was just like a weird, like just a drop. There's nothing there,
right? Like a shaft,
inescapable.
Right?
You'd have,
Yeah, I think that's important to have like at least one really shitty apartment though.
Yeah.
My college apartment was so funny. it was a house. There were 7 of us that lived in it, and my room was in the back. And like, I don't know what it used to be, but my room was half like this high, like half like 4 feet off the ground, and then the other half was like normal level. So my bed was like on this like the room was tiny, and where my bed was half the room. So it was just a mattress on this like, and the ceiling was like, I couldn't sit up in bed or I'd hit my head on the ceiling.
Really?
And then and it split the room in half. So then the rest of my room was just like, I had like a desk, I had like a computer chair and no desk. It's just sitting. You just be like, oh, you want to sit in my room? Let me ask you
something. That was the worst room outside of mom and dad's that you ever had?
Probably, yeah.
Was that not the most girls?
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, dude, yeah, same, probably.
Yeah, same with me and the worst room I ever had.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that I think some of that too is just the age you're at.
Yeah,
when it's like obviously.
Yeah, like when I was 21. Yeah, of course. It was just a age thing, and I think that's what you kind of realize is like you just hit certain milestones in your life, and unless you're really fucking up, you'll just hit those milestones.
Yeah, on accident.
And then you'll think like, wow, like...
What was I doing different back then?
Yeah, and then you realize that everyone was going through the same shit. It didn't matter, really, nothing really mattered.
Yeah, you were just young.
Yeah, you were just young and beautiful.
It sucks too because like...
You get old and you get
hanging
fat.
out. Yeah, true. But like hanging out with our younger friends, like trying to tell them that they don't get how lucky they are to be, and like I remember people saying it to me, and I'd be like, "What are you talking about, dude?" I'm like, because you're only as old as you've ever been. So you're like, I'm like 23. What are you talking about? I'm like an adult, and then now you're like, oh, dude, 23. That is, you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, which makes me so pissed because I was a nervous fucking wreck.
Me too.
I was like a nervous wreck from like birth.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't, dude. I sucked my thumb in my mom's uterus.
I sucked my thumb in the car on the way home. Dude.
Today?
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, dude. I sucked my thumb until I was like too old. Like, like the doctors had to tell me to tape my thumb and shit. I couldn't sleep without it.
Oh, really?
And if that isn't a sign that I'm gonna have problems with like addiction, like
that's the first sign of addiction.
It's like
sucking your thumb.
It's like, yeah, dude. No. Of course, you put an Elf bar in front of me. I'm gonna smoke it till
give me that fucking glue stick. I'm huffing that Sharpie marker. I'm huffing
anything that I can pull up to my mouth. I'm pause,
dude. This girl, I met at MCC. I forgot her name, but she was like, "Yeah, I've sniffed paint before," but she was so hot.
I love your female voice. I've sniffed paint before.
She was so hot that I was like. Yeah, me too.
You just lie. You're like, yeah. You show up with paint on your nose the next day. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I was really getting into it.
First of all, she had a boyfriend, but also I didn't have a car, so I'd always try to hang out with her. I was like, well, if you're not hanging out with your boyfriend today, do you want to fucking smoke in your car?
It is so funny. Like, I remember when I lived with my parents and I was too old to be doing that. I was like 26 or something. I've lived with my parents off and on a bunch of times. But I would like meet a girl and then just trying to not let them know that you lived with your parents and just being like, let's go to your, like, try, like you're like asking for a crazy favor. Like, can I sleep at your house?
So here's the thing is, you have to be real smooth because it's not a matter of ending up at your parents' house. It's the fact that you live with your parents.
Yes, yeah.
That they will be like, no, that's over just because of that.
No, even if my parents were like, yeah, bring sluts over, it's not. I still wouldn't be doing it.
No, you still live with your parents. You still live with your parents.
Yeah,
it's not happening,
dude. I remember I was dating this girl when I was like 25. And we both lived with our parents, and she was like a kind of nerdy girl, and we would like hang out. And I just remembered like making out in my car a bunch with her. And then one weekend, my parents were out of town, and I told her, I was like, my parents are out of town. So I like cleaned the house, made my bed and shit, and like she came over, I made dinner, and I was like, you want to go hang out in my room? And then we just like hung out in my room and kissed, and she just like planked on my bed, and I would try to like kiss on her neck, and she'd just be like, and I was just like, fuck, dude. This
Take two.
Take two. I almost pinched my fingers.
This is underground podcasting right here, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Who else does it like this?
What other podcast has a slate off Amazon?
Who
Nobody.
else rents a house with two other single men?
Just for the podcast.
And just for his old roommate to live down the street and drive over.
Yeah, nobody's in that scenario, I'll tell you that. There's probably a bunch.
Remember when we would talk about...
Brewski.
Oh, no, wait. I'm pretty sure we always made a testament to never quitting alcohol.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we did. It's so funny when you're young, though. That's so easy to say because you're just like, yeah, like nothing bad has happened yet. And then you get to 30 and you're like, it's increasing? Fuck, dude. How's that possible?
Yeah, dude.
I have a job.
Yeah, well, it's like... I was supposed to quit the month of November. And day one got fired from my job.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I was like, all right. And then...
I swear that always happens, too. If you decide to take a month off, it's like, oh, something devastating is going to happen.
And then something else happened, and I was like, I'm drinking alcohol. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. I feel like I remember something happening that I was like, yeah, dude, you got to...
Dude, you should get drunk because your life is fucked.
Yeah,
You're an idiot.
I was probably just drunk and
I probably just went to an open mic.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I was like, all right, I'm getting hammered. What the fuck is going on?
That will do it. I think we mention it every single podcast, but it is impossible to go to a dive bar on a Tuesday with open mic.
With a notebook in your hand?
Yeah, and just be like, I'm here, and so...
Especially waiting in a line to sign up.
And, like, in any other scenario in life, if you were at a shitty dive bar on a Tuesday, being sober there is so strange. Why would
yeah.
It's so weird to just be like, I'm here studiously and I'm going to take my notes.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to perform.
Yeah. Dude, yeah.
Which I'm also not here to make friends.
Yeah. But I'm here to have a good time.
I want to be friendlier. It's tough when life fucking beats you down and treats you like shit. And wait, did we do this late?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember I almost pinched my fingy.
I've been drinking all day.
That's all right. All night I've been drinking all night. I've been drinking all night. I've been drinking. Remember that?
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Oh
yeah. I saw him twice.
Really?
Yeah, in concert. Yeah.
Oh, I like that guy.
Yeah. Well, I realized I'm not a concert guy.
Really?
I don't like concerts.
I've only been to a few, which is embarrassing. And none of them have been people I wanted to see. I was just dragged.
Oh, yeah.
And but I feel like I am a concert because I had like a great time. Dude, I saw Macklemore with my college girlfriend, and I was like, that was the best thing I've ever been a part of. It was so fun. Oh, that's and I was like, he might be the best live performer. I've been to two concerts. I'm like, he might be the best live performer. And that's like, everyone fucking hates it. 21, probably.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and it was just like he was playing at my girlfriend's college, and we went. But, like, I'd never been a part of, like, a young crowd. Like, the concert I went to before that was John Cougar Mellencamp, which was also fucking dope. I went with my parents in Vegas for, like, my dad's work trip, which is so white. But, and I just remember we were, like, waiting for him to come out, and all the lights were down, and there was, like, this, like, doorway where he was going to come out, and you just see his silhouette. And then you see him lift a lit cigarette to his mouth and throw it on the ground. And then he came running out jamming. And I was like, what?
The coolest guy
dude,
fucking ever.
It was so cool. I'll never be that cool.
Oh, yeah. Life goes on.
Yeah, and then he's singing that shit. And then he's singing like,
suck it on, chill it out.
They're great songs, but it's not.
Oh, yeah. Like I love John Mellencamp.
Me too. Ever since then, I've been a big fan. But it's so funny to be like, to smoke, like to pull a cigarette, throw it on the ground and be like, little ditty by Jack and I. Here's a ditty that I wrote.
It sounds like prom night. Here's a little ditty.
Yeah, here's a little ditty. I'm just slow dancing with my mom. It's pretty cool.
And Cougar is a great last. Because, like, did he even know that Cougar is, like, an older lady that likes younger dudes?
Yeah, I think I heard he hates that now. He likes to just go by John Mellencamp.
Mm. We got Fat coming at you live.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as loud as I was hoping.
Yes, louder with the clap.
Yeah.
We'll do it close to the microphone.
Oh, that's a great point.
Ladies and gentlemen, Oh, are you feeling it right now? Here's the deal.
You can do better than that.
We're 18 episodes in, and we're ready for some recognition.
Yeah, dude. Mean? When are we gonna get that YouTube plaque?
Because we're not promoting it.
No.
We want you. I guess what we really want is to just for you to accept that there's going to be episodes that are better than others.
Yeah, we're hanging in there. I feel like last week was a good one. I should re-listen to that one.
The past couple has been like, I'm gonna die and I don't give a fuck, suck my dick.
Yeah, you kind of need some range. And then,
like, the next one was like, everything's fine. Why did I even worry?
Yeah, well, that's why that's what they say when somebody's depressed. It's like this will pass, and you just wait till next week, and then you'll be just podcast gold next week.
Oh yeah, dude, it's crazy how we've turned this attic into our studio.
Yeah, it is.
But I never really come up here unless we're like doing
Of course not. If you were coming up here when we weren't recording, I would have a lot of questions.
Yeah. It would be because like
you turn the lights on and just sit here with a beer.
Oh, dude. I had a great time today waiting for you to come over.
Yeah.
Because I okay, so and when I got home from all my chores, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go for a jog, and then but I was like, let me eat first, and then I can go running in like an hour.
Yeah,
so I made like my ridiculous. It was ground beef and hash browns with onions and peppers like mixed together on a hoagie roll with cheese.
Bro, I haven't eaten since lunch.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go on.
This will get you hype.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
This will get you hype to pig out.
My wheels are spinning of what I can make.
And so I was eating this and I'm like, man, I need a cold beer to wash this down. That's how quick, dude. That is how quick it is.
Yeah,
I'm either working out or getting wasted drunk,
bro. My whole life has been like, I can't work out. I'm too like weak because I haven't eaten, and then I eat until I'm about to throw up, and I go, well, I can't work out, and then like I need to feel endorphins of some sort, and I drink. So like it's kind of the same thing,
dude. I've had this problem before where I'll have dinner. I'll have a beer while I'm cooking and a beer to wash it down.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, well, I'm still full. I'll have to smoke a little bud to help myself digest. And then I'm like, well, now I'm really high. Let me go for a walk outside. Yeah. And next thing I know, I'm up until like 3 a.m, just like...
Bro, I could not fall asleep last night, and I took that... That's why I took that edible and started thinking bad things about all of my life choices.
Yeah.
But I also kept thinking, every time I like get a little too high, I think I'm about to have a seizure, and like my body will start to react. Like my have you ever like gotten high and you keep trying to crack your knuckles and you're like, I just cracked them, and and you just keep doing it. It was like that. But it was my feet, so my feet kept like going, and I'm like, "Here it comes! This is the seizure." And then that freaked me out, so my heart would be pounding.
Oh yeah,
I could not fall asleep.
That's crazy. I wish I could never smoke weed.
Oh, if you're a busboy, you fucking pussy. I would just lay there and think the worst, and then I would hear other people like, every time I'm having bad thoughts, I just smoke weed, and I'm like, everything's gonna be all right. I'm like, bro, do I got the wrong strain?
I'm the same brain as you.
Yeah, it's like
where I'm like
only negativity.
I don't know, because, I've been smoking weed regularly since I was like 17 years old.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever really enjoyed it.
Yeah, dude. There's been times, you know what it is, like when I lived in Phoenix.
The only times I've enjoyed smoking pot is when I thought I was going to get in trouble for it.
Yeah, I think me too. Because like I lived with my parents.
Now that it's legal, I'll like smoke my brains out and be like, what?
Yeah, because now you have nothing else. when it was illegal, you had to think about like, oh,
am I gonna get caught?
Yeah, and now you're just like, oh, I'm safe. Let's think about other things that are gonna go wrong.
Yeah. Well, now that you're high, when are you gonna plan on paying your credit card bill?
Bro, I will think of debts that I have that I didn't know I had. Like, I'll smoke weed and be like, oh my God, I never paid that kid back in 2019.
Oh, yeah.
Does he think about that every night? Like, he's got to be... Like, we have a friend that I once borrowed money from, and I'm pretty confident I paid him back. But last night, I was laying there, and he has not been friendly to me.
Fuck him.
And I was laying in bed last night like, did he remember that I didn't pay? Did I not pay him back? And he just remembered, and that's why he's being a dick to me. And
Fuck him.
Dude, I know I paid him. Because I wouldn't be able... Dude, I couldn't be friends with somebody that I owed money for years and just be like, what's up, man?
Dude, I'll tell you something right now. This happened to me. We've talked about it in discussion that during COVID...
Yeah.
First weekend of COVID, or as soon as the first checks dropped, I went to my friend's house and we were all smoking pot and shit, and I accidentally kicked his bong over.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you only need like $1,000 for that bong, dude.
That was crazy. I remember you coming home. It was like one of the funniest. Yeah. It was like, I felt like I was Jerry and you were Kramer. You came home like, he wants $500 for a bong.
Or he wants like $700 or something.
It doesn't, after 100, it doesn't matter. It's an insane amount of money.
So I gave it to him. And I was like, listen, dude, I was really drunk when I Venmo'd you because I felt bad, but like, you gotta. He Venmo'd me back.
Really?
I gave him $100 for the ball.
Okay, that's reasonable.
But then he was like, he said to me, "Are you willing to end our relationship for this?" And I said, "Absolutely, I am." Yeah.
Well, also,
yes.
It's like you should have hit him back and been like, "Are you?" Because you don't need the money. And like, it was an accident, and that money will ruin my life. Like, me giving you this will ruin my life.
Yeah, if you had $700 and you bought a fucking bong with it that you just leave on the floor.
That's what I mean. It's like, dude, you obviously are doing way better than me.
So I don't. Yeah, I was like, I am 100% absolutely willing to not be friends with you ever again.
I've had this conversation with my dad before, like in a jam, and he's like. Yeah. You know, I'm going to have to... And then I'm like, all right, well, then we can just never talk again. I know you make way more money than me, and I'm your son, and I'm going to have to live on the streets if you don't Venmo me these $200.
It's not my issue. You're having the same... You're my DNA. You know what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Dude. It's the government that you hate so much. This is Obama's world that you hate so much. But here I am, your DNA, with the same problems you were having at this age. You have to help me, dude.
You hit me with this line that I remember when we lived together. You told me that one time you told your dad, like, I didn't ask to be here. And I was like, I'm going to hit my dad with that. And one time, I was like in a jam and was just like talking to my dad about life. And he was like, you know, I can't always help you out of the blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, I thought of you, and I go, I didn't ask to be here. And my dad's very Christian too, and my mom got drunk and told me I was a mistake, so I know he has guilt.
Oh wow!
And that's not why I said it, but I realized that later. But I hit him with that, and he was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt bad. I was like, I didn't mean to ruin your life.
My dad has also given me the look down.
Yeah, just like, oh. Because then they go back to, like, when it happened, and they're like, yeah, I messed up, and now this kid's got to live life. That sucks, dude.
It's crazy how messing up is just having, like, the most fun you could ever have.
I think, dude, I have a bit about it. I made
a fatal mistake.
I have a bit about that, but I can't get over it.
I work my ass off. I don't have fun. I don't enjoy anything. I had 20 seconds of a good time. Yeah. And now look at me.
Yeah, like
my life is in shambles.
And you know, like in their head during that 20 seconds, they're like, okay, right now I have to I have to stop having fun. And they push through that. They're like, it's too fun, dude. It's too fun.
I can't pay my rent.
Your son that you... Damn it. Dude.
He's banging hard.
It sucks. I feel so bad. I feel bad about my... I've thought about... That was one of my...
I had a great time. I learned so much about myself. Thank you so much for letting me sleep in a cot.
Yeah, dude.
In my pajamas with another...
Not to keep saying I have a bit about that, but I had a bit about that like my first couple of years of stand-up because you're at work and I was like reading through the like handbook and it was like basically saying if you have like a drug... my job would have had to pay for me to go to rehab and I was like, that sounds kind of nice. Like that sounds like a way better time than going to work. And you probably come back, like you learn stuff.
Dude, they can't wait to see you, dude.
That was in my
When you get sober, they can't wait to see you.
I was like, you literally, you take a month off of work and people are proud of you. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
When I was on the tennis court with fucking Gabriel, I learned so much about myself.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you make a couple friends.
Yeah, turns out beach volleyball is all I need in my life.
Yeah, and you're with other people that love to have a good... Like, they're there because they have too good of a time.
They party too hard.
Yeah, they've been having too much fun, so they have to go to rehab. So you're just around, like, the most fun people in a dark period of their life, but they still know how to have fun.
I think you get one rehab.
Yeah.
When you go the second time, I think that's when everyone else is like, oh, okay.
Exactly. But that first time... Like, your parents are going to be like, what? But they have to be support. Like, they know they have to be like...
You know what's here's a great get back.
God, I hope my parents...
First and only rehab later in life.
Yes.
After you've done well.
That's what I'm waiting for, dude. I'm waiting... Not well, just good.
Good enough?
Yeah, like where you're like, all right, shit's all right.
We're like, when your mother talks to the neighbors and stuff, they're like, wow, that's a good...
Yeah, like, wow.
He's got a nice apartment by himself with a good paying job.
And then you go, I used all my vacation days and I would like a month off.
Yeah.
I'm taking this, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going right to rehab. Summer camp for a month with a bunch of
other
wild
partiers.
Boys. Yeah. There's probably... I mean, imagine the girls that go to rehab. They gotta be...
No, they kick you out for having sex.
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, but you can set something up for later. you can lay some seeds down, or whatever the kids say.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Maybe I'll bring that joke back. Somebody told me that it's been done 1,000,000 times, so I stopped doing it. But I haven't heard it.
Could you imagine going to rehab every like 2 weeks? You have to get picked up. Your dad's looking at the car like, "Why'd you fuck her? Why'd you do it?" You're supposed to get better, Sean. Why'd you do it?
You're like, I'm way better. I'm better across the board. Now
what do you expect? This is my first 2 weeks of sobriety. I need to...
You put us in dorm rooms and there's chicks. What the hell were you...
We had the same ankle tattoo.
There was trails behind the facility. What
do you want from me?
We're going on sober walks together.
Yeah.
We need something. We're gonna bang, dude. I don't understand how that seemed... I guess I get that, like... Because if you're addicted to alcohol, you could quickly be addicted to sex. Like, if you're just like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I also think anybody that just... If you took the governor off in your brain, we're all addicted to... Like, we all would be sex addicts. Just some of us are better at, like...
Nick...
I don't want to look like an asshole.
Nick DiPaolo has that great joke.
Oh, yeah?
Where it's like... Tiger Woods admitted that he was addicted to sex.
Yeah.
But all he did was cheat on his wife 9 times. Yeah. That just sounds like a normal guy to me. If he came out and said he was fucking chickens, then I'd be like, oh, he's addicted to sex.
Yeah. Somebody else has a great bit about Tiger Woods, about how he only had sex with, like, 9 women, and he could have had sex with every woman ever, and they were like, that's like 0.00001%. Like, that's pretty good, dude. Like, he was actually kind of the most loyal guy of all time. I forget who. It might have been Sam Morril that had that joke. Somebody had that joke.
Like, yeah. This has been a very sex oriented episode.
Yeah, this one we're gonna have child blockers on, or parent blockers.
No one's allowed to watch.
No,
this is why we don't promote it.
Yeah. But it sucks because like the funniest things we have to say are like things that we can't.
Oh, I thought we were to say are the truest.
Yeah. You can't tell anybody about this.
Yeah, dude. How am I gonna be like, yo? What do you think?
Your dad.
Yeah, did you like it?
Time.
Yeah, screaming at your dad.
Yeah,
for I don't know. One time my dad gave me the talk, and I was like, please, just do not ever bring this up ever again.
My parents never did. The only talk my dad gave me was the first girlfriend I had. He just like told me like how big of a sin it is, and like if you don't wait to marriage, you're like going to hell, blah blah. And then he left the room, and my mom was drinking a glass of wine, and I'm just sitting there like fucked up, like what?
Yeah.
And my mom just goes, just make sure you love her and it's not in the backseat of a car. That's what she said. I was like, that's good advice. My mom's a hero, because that's what I would tell my kid.
Very good advice.
Yeah, don't just do it, because you could get a girl pregnant and ruin your life. Be careful. Don't do it in the back of a car. Make sure she's comfortable and you're enjoying it.
Have a nice charcuterie board.
Dude,
I don't fucking.
If
you hop in the dish pit, you like
some real food.
So you set a time in it.
Yeah. And we'll be back after this.
It's worth it, I think, to do it this way.
It's definitely better than having no video.
And I think if we just keep building episodes, I think we're going at a healthy pace.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm so impressed at how consistent we've been.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about that. I'm like, dude, we can't help but fucking get better.
Rock
right?
that slate, dude.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Fucking rock it. We got fat, baby.
Bobby Slayton.
We're ending it.
Oh,
okay.
Forgot to do it near the mic again.
No, I think it's close enough.
Okay.
Something that I am grateful for.
It's hilarious how hard this is. The hardest part we do. It's the only positive part of our show.
Yeah. Everything else is hateful.
Everything else is like,
you know what
pisses
in my
me
life
off?
everywhere. This shit.
I was listening to our last episode.
I'm on drugs. I'm drunk. I should die.
Everything you said, I'd be like, you know what sucks about that? Like, we're just so negative. And then at the end, we're like, I'm grateful for my girlfriend.
Well, we really do it for us. It's like I don't know.
No, this is necessary to get our heads back to like,
steam.
Shit is all right.
Yeah. I'm grateful for all my friends that I do open mic with. It's great. I enjoy hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, man.
Something that I need to improve on. I gotta cut back on drinking, man.
Yeah.
It's at a point where it's just I just see negatives, more and more negatives down the line.
Yeah, that's.
I want to walk into my 30s being completely confident I don't need to drink ever.
Yeah, that's a good goal. I will
it's
say,
hard work though.
When
I got 3 years.
When I take time off of drinking, it makes me realize, like, because I don't think it negatively affects me really, like, besides just like ruining a day with a hangover, but that's usually like a Saturday or something.
Yeah.
But every time I've stopped drinking for like a month, I'm like, oh, shit improved that I wasn't even thinking about, that I'm like, oh, I was probably like slightly hungover all the time and just was miserable because of it.
Yeah.
But it's hard, dude. It's so hard to stop drinking.
Yeah, I told myself I'd be able to take a month off. I was not able to take a month off. But
I feel like taking a month off is harder.
Well, the thing is, I went back to drinking and it's been fine.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but
you're not too much of a destructive alcoholic.
Yeah, no, it's just more of when things don't go my way, I just get drunk for a few days.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's pretty normal.
Something I look forward to. I looking forward to having more freedom to do the stand up and
more you got a new job. You're about to be balling.
Hopefully I don't get fired. But from the way I see things happening, I think
if they're drug testing every week, it seems like it's a tough job to get fired from. Like they're like,
yeah.
If you're
like,
not on pills,
yeah.
you're good.
Yeah, please don't be on cocaine.
Yeah, that's good. All right,
What do you got?
All right, what I'm grateful for. Excuse me. What am I grateful for? I'm gonna say.
I don't even know if I'm in the shot.
Yeah.
I probably am.
Dude, I am grateful for the. You know what? I'm grateful for all of the stuff we have, which I think you're not supposed to. But we've gathered like
toys?
like
I think you may be at a point where you've invested more than I have. I don't know. I have the computer to edit on. Yeah,
no, you've invested.
I do all the editing,
still. But I'm grateful that we've cultivated. Because, dude, remember when we first started doing this at your boys' house?
You know what I love? It's such a mutual effort.
Yeah,
I don't think either of us puts any more or less effort. I think it's a mutual thing.
Yeah, I've never been like
mutual love for the project.
That's why I wanted to buy a lot of shit, because at first you were buying everything. I had no money either, and then as soon as I had some, I'm like, all right, I got to invest something in it. So I'm grateful that we've cultivated this. We started at a friend's house behind a beer pong table.
Yeah,
and here we are, and that's what I'm grateful for.
A chimney.
What I'm looking forward to? Dude, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving, dog. It's my favorite holiday because I just like I like Thanksgiving food. Oh, yes. I would eat Thanksgiving dinner. Turkey's overrated. I would go chicken. If I could have my qualms, whatever. If I could have my way, I would go rotisserie chicken. But
over a turkey?
Yeah, I think so. Well, a turkey's just bigger, so you get more. But turkey meat kind of sucks. I only really like dark meat turkey. Yeah. But I'm very much looking forward to seeing what my family's capable of in the kitchen.
Yes, what have you done for me?
Yeah, give me. And, dude, I've been looking at, like, on Instagram, it's been all these food leftover, Thanksgiving leftover egg rolls, stuffing turkey, and you fry it in a egg roll. And I'm like, I'm doing something like that.
Oh, yeah. Also going out Friday night.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I have Friday off. This is the first job that gives you Friday off that I've had. So I'm pumped about that.
Oh, did I say Friday night?
Yeah. No, but that Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday night.
Whatever
That's what I meant to say the night before.
Yeah. And then something to improve on. I got to get some of my monies right, dog. I do not know how to save money. I'm trying to leave the city, and every paycheck I'm like, this is the one. But as soon as I get it, I'm like, all right, I have to pay this off. I have to, and then I'm like, we can get dinner tonight.
Oh,
whatever you want. And then the next paycheck comes, and I'm like, oh, I have $4 until Friday. Yes. So I got to get better at that. And I'm trying my damnedest. But
it's like working towards your goals, but also the creature comforts that make life.
Yeah. It's like, do you want to be miserable every day for like a year and then be able to leave here?
Or do you want a Chalupa Supreme delivered to you at 2 a.m?
A Chalupa. How'd you know,
dude? When I'm drunk, I'm like a domestic terrorist on the fucking ordering apps,
bro. Dude, you know when that's the worst for me is hangovers, because I have I'm like, I cannot move.
Well, it's like you know what? I made the conscious decision not to drink and drive, so you need to reward me with a Chalupa Supreme, a chicken quesadilla, 2 soft shell tacos. All right, beefy, cheesy melt gordita.
Dude, I might order Taco Bell when I get home.
I might do the same.
But, dude, that should be on the app. You should be able to, like, the Taco Bell app should have a button where it's like, prove you didn't drive drunk, and we will send you a free bag of food. If they really want to stop this drinking and driving.
The government should get involved.
Yes.
Start lining the pockets of delivery apps.
Where you at, Joe Biden?
Like, are you too drunk to drive?
Yeah.
Here, just order. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll give you a free. Yeah, there should be I mean, you can use it once a week.
Once a week? I think like twice a day.
Breakfast and dinner.
Guys, I just woke up. I think I'm still a little too drunk for breakfast. Can you drop it off? All right.
We got fat. That's
Love you, girl.
See you next
Did we do this late for